mean, just the way they've been playing. All gas, no brakes. I want to thank you first for clicking on this video, whether it be sports betting, listening to our late gambling nights stories, or educational stories. I want to thank you for tuning in to the Money Pot Betting channel. If you could, hit the subscribe button, support us as we support you. Enjoy the show. Is it time for we to believe? Is it time? It's time for us to believe. Oh, I've been screaming it all year. Do you believe? Colorado Buffs are favorite minus 11 and a half against Utah. Now, why is that line so crazy? Because Utah's defense has always been pretty decent. Now, the defense doesn't travel too well. They're great at at Utah, but some updated news. If you didn't know, Brandon Ross is going to undergo foot surgery, so he's out. So Utah is down Cam Rising, which we already know, down their backup Brandon Ross, and now we're going back to Isaac Wilson, who played a little bit, I think, earlier in the year. So I mean, he was the guy that it was playing. But Brandon Ross had got the start against BYU when they surprised BYU. So it's not like such a crazy shift, I guess. When you think about it, but I mean that's a lot to put on an offense that struggled this year pretty much. Only 41st in total yards. Middle of the pack, kind of 136 in passing yards and 139th in rushing yards. So their bread and butter is really their defense. They don't give up too much passing yards, only giving them 175 passing yards. But I'm not sure they faced a team that throws as much as Colorado. I mean, Arizona's got some stars in McMillan that they played. They lost that game 23-10, and at Utah, mind you, by the way. But I'm not sure about that. And Colorado has been playing really, really well, winning their last three, beating Texas Tech pretty convincingly at Texas Tech, beating Cincy at home, beating Arizona, that tough loss that they played tough at Kansas State. And I do believe there is a major home field advantage for Colorado. Not just in terms of the altitude, because Utah knows about that, but just in general, the stars, the lights, everybody shows up for these games. The celebrity, it's kind of, to me, a little bit of a shell shock, right? And they went. What was the last game? Did Utah come to Colorado last year? I'm not sure. I forget. I thought Colorado went to them last year, but I'm not 100% sure. So, but what my best bet is for this game is that with the change in the quarterback again, and looking back at some of the history, here we go. Some of the history of Wilson, I think it is, right? Of Wilson playing. So he played against Houston, right? Only put up 14 points. Houston's a good defense, though. Played against TCU, only put up 7. Played against Arizona, only put up 10. So they struggle scoring the ball with Wilson. And Colorado's defense has been much improved over the last game. They got that defensive line humming. And I think this game is going to be somewhat close to like how they Colorado played Arizona a little bit here. I think Utah's in a whole lot of trouble. So I do like the side of Colorado. I mean, the points have been screaming up, so I would leave it at that for right now. But give me team total under Utah 16 and a half. I don't think they score 17 points in this game. I think this is, a pretty good dominated game by the Colorado Buffs. And I think they're not thinking bowl, right? We've already passed that. We're thinking Big 12 championship. So I think I think Colorado gives Utah work in this game, and it wouldn't surprise me if they blow them out here. So, but kind of Utah needs to win here, right? We still want some bowl, so you might see some good fight from here. from Utah, but I just don't think it's enough. They just don't have enough players to make this happen. So give me Utah team total under 16 and a half. Wish it was at 17 and a half. That would have been fantastic. Also, when you think about this line too, um, I don't think they're going to be kicking field goals. They're not going to. They got to score touchdowns against Colorado. Um, I mean, 29 and a half might even sound better. They score 41, 34, 34, 28, 48, 38. I might switch to bet. I mean, just the way they've been playing. All gas, no brakes. Hmm. Let me check something real quick. Might do this bet switch live. I kind of I feel like Colorado's going to put up 30. Let me do this real quick. I just want to see something here. Buffs ranked 17th too in the nation. Shout out to Deion Sanders doing that damn thing, man. Crazy. Here we go. Just want to see something here. I just want to. What I'm doing is I want to check what Shador did against them last year because he was at Colorado last year. I mean they didn't have no offensive line, so Utah. Did he not play against Utah? I thought he played against Utah. Oh, you know what? Uh, yeah, but they're in the Pac-12. I guess he didn't. I thought he played Utah against Utah last year. Huh. Yeah. No, I guess he didn't. My bad. I thought they played Utah. All right, whatever. I can't keep saying the same thing over again. Think it's going to change. But again, um, you know what? Switch this out. Give me over Colorado. You know what I mean? If you like the Utah under, that's okay. But I'm going the other way. I don't see them stopping this offense. You know what I mean? Give me over 29 and a half team total. Updated bet. Updated bet.